Hi friends, it's your art teacher, Miss Barnett. And this week in class, we've been talking about neighborhood buildings. And we looked at a church building in Massachusetts and identified lots of different shapes like circles and rectangles and squares and triangles. And we also learned about a new shape called an arch. Remember, an arch looks like a rectangle with like half a circle on the top of it. So today we're going to create our very own neighborhood building. It could be one building in a neighborhood, or it could be a street view, which means you can see the street and you can see the sidewalk and you can see all the buildings that are on the street. So really quick before we get started, I want you to close your eyes and go into your imagination, and I want you to think about a building that you know. You have it in your brain? Excellent. Now I want you to think about the shapes that make up that building. Are they big or small? Are they free-form shapes? Remember, shapes that don't follow the rules, or are they shapes that are geometric? Good. Now, once you've thought of that building, what we're going to do today is we're going to make a collage. Remember, a collage is using scissors and glue to create an image. So I'm going to be working on a 9 by 12 sheet of paper today, but any size paper you have is fine. And this project is all about just finding really cool paper. So you could use construction paper. You could use newspaper. You could use tissue paper. You could use decorative paper, and you can definitely use magazines for this project. So go around, think about the colors and what kind of paper you're going to use. Go gather those materials together, and then meet me back here so I can show you how to do the project. All right, guys, I've got my paper, I've got my glue and my scissors and my decorative papers. So the first thing you're going to want to decide, is your paper going to be horizontal or is it going to be vertical? Once you've made that decision, I want you to start thinking about the shapes that are going to make up your building or street view of buildings. And remember, we've practiced cutting lots and lots of shapes, but maybe really quick, I want to show you how to cut a arch. So I'm going to take my piece of paper using scissor safety. My thumb goes in the small hole, 2 or 3 fingers go in the larger hole. I hold my scissors straight out in front of me and open and close them only when I'm using them. Then I'm going to start with cutting a rectangle. Just like that. And then to make an arch, I'm simply going to come up here to these top 2 corners and round that off. There is an arch. Now maybe I want to make a shorter arch. That's easy too. Just make another rectangle. This is a shorter rectangle. Remember, I'm going to round these 2 edges. And there is a shorter arch. So practice maybe making an arch, and then when you're ready, I want you to start making your neighborhood building. I'm going to speed up my tape now so you can watch me make mine. Remember, I want you to be inspired by my work, but please do not copy my work. You are amazing artists and do not need to copy anyone else. I want to see your beautiful imaginations and creativity at work. So that being said, let's get started. All right, friends, I've gone ahead and I've cut all my shapes and I've arranged them, but I have not glued anything down. Now that I've figured out how I want everything to look, I'm going to get out my glue. You can either use a glue stick or some liquid glue. Remember, dot, dot, not a lot with this guy. And remember, to only roll up what you need when using the glue stick and to roll him back down and to pop the cap on when you're done. So I'm going to time lapse again as we start gluing. Remember, I'm going to start from the piece of paper that touches the back first and then work my way to the front. Here we go. All right, guys, you might have noticed that I let some of my paper run off the edge. All you're going to have to do to clean that up is just flip it over and take your scissors and go up to your background paper and just trim off the extra. All right, kiddos, here's my finished neighborhood building project. I decided to do a whole city street view, which has multiple buildings in it. Remember, you can have an option of only making one building in your picture. I added lots of different shapes. I put small shapes on top of big shapes, and I arranged things before I glued them to make a interesting picture. I know I had a great time doing this, and you are too. I cannot wait to see what you guys do and have fun and use your amazing imaginations. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.